You know, this week's declaration is this. It says, I thank you that I can release all bitterness and anger, choosing kindness and compassion in their place. This is found and based off the verse in Ephesians 4, chapter 31 to 32. And I encourage you, whenever we do these declarations, dive into the word. We put the verse there so that you can do study on your own time as well, because that's where you're going to see such a profound change in not only your faith, but as unbelief leaves too. The more you focus on the word of God, unbelief begins to leave. You know, resentment is something that can erode every relationship in your life, but it's very important for us to understand reconciliation. Aristotle quoted this. He said, bitterness is the resentful spirit which refuses reconciliation. When you refuse reconciliation, you start to ruin every relationship that you have. And as hard as it is to do this and to not get angry and not to be rageful in moments where people might cut you off or people might backstab you or people might do things that you don't even understand and you might get angry right off the hop. Sometimes in my darkest moments, in those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm so annoyed at this right now, I just have to remind myself that God created that person too. And they might not be acting in the best way right now, but I still have to realize that they are a child of God, period, despite their actions. And aren't we so grateful that we are all a child of God despite our things that we go through every day, despite the things that we do that we shouldn't every single day? God is so loving in that way. But reconciliation is a word that we need to understand. It doesn't mean that you're going to be best friends with that person that you've reconciled with. It doesn't mean that you're going to hang out frequently. It doesn't mean that you're going to be on a texting basis every single day. It doesn't mean that you are going to have them back in your life forever. It just means that you're showing the Christ's love to that person. It actually means that you're choosing to not let the devil win, and instead you're choosing to be obedient to what the Word of God says. That's what forgiveness is all about, and it is a choice. So today, make that choice. Choose to not be resentful. Choose to get away from bitterness, because I love that quote. Bitterness is just the spirit that refuses reconciliation. Choose to mend out those relationships today and watch your life change.